Chief, this boot sequence is still glitchy. The trick is all in the clock timing. I'm Makoto Osanai, 43, an engineer at Galileo, the big league appliance maker. Hold up, what's all that noise at the entrance? The entrance of the office starts buzzing, so I look over and... President Take Shibasaki and his daughter, Miyu Shibasaki, barged into the engineering department like they owned the place.
Ugh, it's just a bunch of nerdy guys here.
This whole department's basically a dumping ground for losers like that. Looks like a fun challenge, huh?
Yeah, sounds like it. Listen up, engineering department. Starting today, we're doing a full internal makeover.
That's my girl. Such amazing leadership. Internal makeover? What the heck are they planning? There were rumors they were causing chaos in other departments under the name of reforms. Looks like it was true. And now it's our turn, huh? Great. I don't know much about the president's daughter, but judging by how she talks about nerds, maybe I should hide all my model kits from my desk just to be safe. Engineers are all gloomy loners anyway. Feel free to whip them into shape. It'll be satisfying raising them.
Let's see. How about you, the biggest nerd in the room? You're first.
Me? I've been trying real hard to hide my nerd side, but I guess it's obvious. Still, getting targeted right off the bat? This is bad.
Your desk is covered in nerd junk. Let's toss it all out.
Those are important for explaining internal structures of our products.
No whining. I'm doing you a favor cleaning this mess up. Personally, you should be thanking me.
Miyu, if we just leave it around, someone might pick it up all again. Let's dump it straight into this trash bag.
Good thinking, Dad.
This is brutal. After tearing through the engineering department, Miyu made a big announcement.
From now on, I'm taking over this place as the department head and whipping you all into shape.
Good for you guys.
All right, next, let's go check out one of your meetings.
Such energy. Truly inspiring. But if she barges into a client meeting out of nowhere, it'll cause trouble for them.
So what?
You do whatever Miyu says. Yeah. I had no choice but to take Miyu with me to our client, Mekon Days Inc. Mekon Days sells designer home electronics, and they only outsource their control boards to Galileo.
Hey there, and who might this be?
This is...
Nice to meet you. I'm Miyu Shibasaki, the president's daughter and now the new head of the engineering department. I'm here to observe as part of an employee audit. Wait, you're the president's daughter. Wow, thanks for coming all this way.
This is Hana Takanashi. She's our contact. Super cheerful and easy to talk to. Sorry for the sudden visit. Once she gets an idea in her head, there's no stopping her.
No worries. All right, hurry up and start your meeting.
Yes, ma'am. This is so rude. Anyway, here's the design for the control board we made. So that's how we achieved these specs.
Makoto, your explanation was super clear. Nerd thinks he's hot stuff now. Not even close. Huh? I thought it was pretty solid. I can explain it better. Leave the rest to me.
Miyu, you don't even have engineering experience.
If a nerd like you can do it, I can do it too.
Why is she suddenly so competitive? This can't end well.
We We crammed all the features in here, then cranked up the power like boom! And then able to cut down the energy use big time. How's that? Impressive, right? This is the communication skill I picked up while traveling abroad. Way better than some nerd. Right. All flash, no substance.
And now Hana looks totally lost. Miu, that really didn't get the point across.
Fine, let's see you try then.
Alright, regarding the temperature sensor you requested, by using the latest model, we boosted feedback control by 30% and reduced the load on the driver's side, which extends the usage time.
Wow, you really nailed everything we asked for. So what? He just matched the level of this lame client. Doesn't mean he's better than me. How soon do you think the prototype will be ready?
Well, after structural compatibility and durability tests, it should be ready in about 3 months.
We'll do it in 1 month.
Huh?
That's way too fast. No problem. We've got tons of talented engineers, and this guy right here will make sure it gets done quicker.
What are you saying? That's totally unrealistic.
No way you can't do it, right? You weren't taking me seriously earlier, so you should have confidence.
That's a totally different issue. If we rush it, the quality will tank.
Ugh, you're so annoying. Nerds are the worst.
Whether I'm a nerd or not isn't the point. We have to think about the whole schedule.
Man, this is getting messy. If 3 months is possible, we can still make it work. Nope, I already decided it's 1 month. Right, as long as the quality stays the same, it's fine, I guess.
She's just mad I backed up her explanation earlier, and now she's trying to embarrass me. So childish. Let's take Hana's request seriously and stick to 3 months.
I'm the president's daughter and the head of the engineering department. Do you think you can defy me? Start working as soon as you get back and just sleep less. Problem solved.
That's against labor laws.
If you follow the rules, you'll never succeed. Just clock out on time and work unpaid after that.
Yikes.
Man, that's terrifying.
In the end, Miu steamrolled everyone and set the deadline for 1 month. You better take responsibility and help out.
You're the one in charge, so you do it. I'm gonna be busy shopping for Korean cosmetics, so bye!
She just dumped it all on me. No way 1 month is enough. I'll have to talk to the president and get him to reel her in. The next day, I asked the president to talk some sense into Miu, with her sitting right there. If brilliant Miu says it can be done, it can. Why are you defying your superior? Instead, I got chewed out by the president. I'm telling you, it's impossible.
You just wanted to humiliate me again, don't you? Dad, this nerd is always out to get me!
You're the one picking fights here. It's not about humiliating anyone. If we rush like this, we could compromise safety and durability, and even damage the company's reputation. Plus, we'd be going against what Mekon Days asked for. Hurting our brand image would be bad, and we can't risk upsetting a partner company either. Please, President, snap out of it.
Then just order all the engineers to work on it and finish it in 1 month. That way, the quality won't drop either.
Everyone's already drowning in work. Even the president should know that. Brilliant idea. Let's do it. President?
Satisfied now, nerd.
This is gonna be a disaster. As expected, once the president's order came down, the engineers were thrown into a total nightmare. At this rate, the engineering team's gonna fall apart. If I can't count on the president, I'll take it to the board of directors. I'll send them a report on what's happening, including how the team feels. Sorry to bug you when you're busy, but could you help write a statement about all this?
Of course. But honestly, even with all this mess, you're still fighting for the company. Most of us are already job hunting, you know?
If I do everything I can and it still doesn't change, maybe I'll start looking too.
Senpai.
Looks like that nerd is starting something stupid.
Right after I sent the report to the board, I got summoned to the president's office.
Dad, he's causing all kinds of trouble.
Why won't you just listen to Miyu? Because if we keep going like this, we're gonna lose all our best engineers. I'm just asking you to rethink this. Miyu is trying to reform the company for the better. Some sacrifices are necessary. You're treating the engineers like they're disposable. They've had it too easy for too long. Suck it up.
Hey, why don't we just fire him?
You know what? That might be a good idea.
Yes! I can't stand you anyway. You're out.
What? Guess there's no place for me here anymore. Fine. I'll hand all my authority over to Director Miyu and resign from this company.
What? You trying to act all important and make us beg you to stay? That is not happening.
No, I'm serious.
Even if you are, someone as amazing as me can handle your job in a heartbeat. No way we'd ask a nerd like you to stick around.
Miyu's judgment is flawless. Say whatever you want. As soon as my resignation was confirmed, Miyu called the engineers together and started her little speech.
Makoto Osanai is running away from the company. But don't worry, I'm taking over all his responsibilities.
You're incredible.
No way.
From now on, we're gonna focus on what matters most, the management and efficiency. We're turning this place into a profit machine.
You're a true model for executives.
Are you really quitting?
Yeah, I just can't take it anymore.
You think Director Miyu can even handle all the authority you had?
Doubt it. Things are gonna get messy for a while, but thanks to that thing I set up, they'll bounce back eventually. I'm counting on you now. That same day, I submitted my resignation, did a quick handover, and used up my vacation days to officially leave a month later. Now it's all up to the board of directors. Man, I need a good job. While I was searching for my next gig through an engineering job agency, I suddenly got a call from Hana at Mekon Days. Did she not hear I quit? Hello?
Makoto, are you maybe job hunting right now?
Yeah, actually. Hana said she wanted to talk right away, so we met up at a cafe.
So you really did leave.
Yeah, long story.
I thought something was off when only other people showed up for meetings.
How's that project going?
Well, the deadline's faster now, but they ignored all our requests and the quality is awful. Honestly, we're thinking about canceling the contract.
I see.
So actually, we decided to start an engineering department inside Mekon Days. When I was searching for engineers through an agency, I spotted you and I just had to call.
Uh-huh.
You don't get it yet, do you? I'll just say it straight. Makoto, will you come work for us?
What? Are you sure you want a guy who bailed on a project?
Considering how things went at that last meeting, we totally get it. It was a disaster.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, back to the offer. With your skills, our company can offer you this much salary. What do you think?
This much? That's over 3 times what I made at Galileo.
Honestly, anyone with your skill set deserves that much. It's the consensus here.
Sounds like a great company.
If we're gonna build a department, we want it to be like what Galileo used to be. Create a department full of supportive engineers. That's why we need someone like you who knows how to set it up right. So, what do you say? Will you join us?
I really do want to. But can I ask a weird question?
Go ahead. Oh, but if it's about my weight, no way.
No, I would never ask something so rude.
Just kidding. What's your question?
Would it be okay if I kept model kits on my desk?
Model kits?
It's just, back at Galileo, when I had model kits on my desk, people said nerd stuff was gross, even though I used them for work explanations.
That's just...
I guess it's a no.
No! Of course it's fine. People here have little figurines and stuff all over. It helps with motivation and stress relief too.
Wow. What an understanding workplace.
By the way, my hobby's handmade crafts, so I keep some dolls I made myself at my desk. Look, these are my creations.
A box stuffed full of birds? You like the long-tailed tit bird?
Yeah, they're so round and adorable.
Totally get it. I'm never gonna find a better place than this. I've decided. I want to work at Mekon Days.
Really? You won't regret it, I promise. Let's do great work together.
And just like that, I switched jobs to Mekon Days, my former client. It turned out to be an even better workplace than I imagined, and the people were amazing. I can honestly say I made the right choice. 1 month later, with the brutal schedules and constant product launches, Galileo's sales were skyrocketing.
See what happens when you listen to me?
Outstanding growth.
See? Treating engineers like dirt totally works.
Miu's talent is my pride and joy.
Naturally. That nerd, Makoto Osanai or whatever, acting all tough and quitting. I bet he's regretting it so hard seeing this success. I can't stop laughing.
He's probably still unemployed, getting bossed around at some crummy part-time job.
Nerdy, and with that attitude, bet he can't even pass an interview. Living poor and miserable, for sure. Oh yeah, Dad, now that we know nerds are useless, let's make our new rule to never hire nerds. They bring nothing to the table anyway.
Good idea.
I'll add that to our hiring manual. Finally, I won't have to see those gross nerdy guys around anymore.
A few months later, Galileo's numbers crashed, and complaints and contract cancellations flooded in.
What the heck is going on?
The top engineers left, and the department head can't handle the workload.
What are you talking about?
You said you'd handle spec decisions, test evaluations, code distribution, and project management all by yourself.
That's way too much work!
But the engineer who left did it all by himself.
Who was that engineer?
Wait, you seriously kicked him out without even knowing your top engineer?
No way!
It was Makoto Osanai. He was one of the best engineers in the world. Without him, we can't make those best-selling IoT products. Plus, He handled all the boring management stuff too.
That nerd? No way!
A few months had passed since I started at Mekon Days. The internal structure turned out amazing.
Nice work, Makoto. Keep it up!
Thanks. It's all thanks to the great environment here at Mekon Days. I had no idea a good workplace could boost creativity and efficiency this much. Alright, time to give back even more to the company that gave me this chance.
Oh, the designer IoT appliance you helped build is getting crazy good reviews. Everyone's raving about both the design and the functionality.
Guess setting up a booth at the Home Appliance Fest paid off.
It's all thanks to you, Makoto. Honestly, I feel like a proud parent. I'm so proud to be the one who hired you too.
Hana's adorable, but sometimes acts like an old man.
It's almost lunchtime. Wanna grab something outside?
Sounds great.
What should we eat? Wait, what's with all that noise at reception?
What's going on?
On! I know Makoto Osanai is here. He's the nerdy-looking engineer. Bring him out already.
That's the president's daughter. Yikes.
Miyu, what are you doing here?
That nerdy face. It's you, Makoto Osanai. So the rumors were true. You are working here. I'm commanding you now to come back to Galileo and start making IoT appliances again. We're suffering huge losses because of you.
What? Are you commanding me? I'm not a Galileo employee anymore.
That's right. Makoto works for Mekon Days now.
Who do you think you are, acting all high and mighty? You're just a lowly worker. Oh, I get it. You seduced this nerd and stole him from us, didn't you?
I didn't do such a thing.
And I bet you're the reason all our engineers keep quitting too. I'm gonna sue you for business interference.
You're the one who told me to leave, remember? She has nothing to do with it. You dumped impossible deadlines on me, called me a useless nerd, and basically forced me out. Don't you remember any of that?
Did I say that?
Typical. The people who hurt others always forget, but the ones they hurt never do.
Engineers should just suck it up.
Engineers take pride in their skills. When you keep forcing them to pump out half-baked projects under impossible deadlines, it eats away at them. It's only natural they'd want to leave that toxic environment.
Employees are the company's product-making machine. They should do what they're told.
No one can save her.
By the way, I heard you were one of the world's top engineers.
Yeah, that's right.
Why didn't you tell me? I wouldn't have fired you if I knew. You should have reported that. It's a violation of company orders.
You wouldn't have believed me even if I had.
And for the record, it was clearly written on my HR evaluation sheet.
I don't have time to read some nobody's file. Outsiders should just stay quiet.
I'm not an outsider. I'm Makoto's colleague. I'm standing up for him because you keep saying outrageous stuff that hurts him.
Ugh, whatever. Always talking back. So, nerd. I mean, Makoto, you're coming back to Galileo, right? Honestly, I still hate nerds, but you seem to be kind of valuable. As a special exception, I'll let you come back. You should be grateful.
Not a chance.
Why not?
Because at Mekon Days, no one disrespects engineers. They actually value diversity. Galileo is the complete opposite. Plus, as long as you're there, I wouldn't even think about coming back.
Stop acting all noble! It's about the money, right? I don't know how much they're paying you, but if you come back, I'll double it. No excuses then.
Can you pay $30,000 a month? Big companies sure can.
30,000? So that means you're making about $15,000 a month?
Yeah?
This company must be insane.
Coming into someone else's company and calling them stupid is pretty rude, don't you think? But seriously, just think about it. Like you said, Makoto is one of the world's top engineers. Plus, he handles management duties too. Honestly, $15,000 a month is a bargain.
There's no way a nerd is worth that much.
So, bottom line, Makoto is not coming back to Galileo. Time for you to leave. Oh, and by the way, we're ending our contract with Galileo at the end of this month too.
What?
Because, well, our own engineering team makes better products than yours now.
Stop it! We'll lose the contract!
Actions have consequences. It might already be too late, but you should try listening to people who offer honest criticism, not just those who tell you what you want to hear.
I'm the president's daughter! I'm above all that lowly chatter.
And that attitude right there, the way you boss around and talk down on people, you need to work on that. And one more thing, never forget to appreciate the people who helped you.
Don't lecture me! Whatever! I'm leaving!
I feel bad for the employees still stuck at Galileo.
I think I planted enough seeds that they'll be okay.
You're amazing! Although, honestly, I wish we could have thrown a few shots at her.
That might have been asking too much. But the chance came sooner than expected. A few days later, I just happened to run into those two in the middle of town.
Skipping work even though your company's on the brink, huh?
This is all your fault!
You serious? You two are about to pay the price at the next shareholders meeting for treating engineers like dirt. What did you do? I sent the board a full report detailing all your screw-ups.
You!
This is bad. Off to make excuses, huh?
Like that's gonna help.
Thanks to the report I sent, a motion to fire the president was brought up at the shareholders meeting. He lost his title, and Miu was officially fired for causing major damage to the company. I gave my whole life to this company, and now they just toss me aside.
If they can't recognize my brilliance, I don't need them anyway.
President Take, now demoted, was allowed to stay with the company based on his past achievements. But they're sending me to Kaboratan, some village in the mountains of South America. 4 hours from the nearest airport by foot. Under the excuse of developing emerging markets, he got exiled. His wife and daughter refused to move with him and filed for divorce. Meanwhile, Miu, now unemployed, kept getting into fights with career counselors.
There's no way someone like me should have to put up with anything!
You are currently unemployed, though.
Ugh!
And you can't even get a part-time job.
Ugh!
Eventually, she swallowed her pride and started working at a nightclub. But
I'm blessing them with my presents! Why am I not making any money?
she spent most nights waiting around, broke and miserable. As for me,
Drum roll, please! Makoto has officially been promoted to head of the engineering department.
I'm the department head. Are you sure?
You're a natural, Makoto. We have complete confidence in you.
Hearing that makes me so happy. I'll do my best.
All right, how about we go out for a celebratory drink?
Count me in. All right, time to head out for work.
Crush it today. Catch you later.
I'm Makoto Osanai, 40, and this is Hana Takanashi. She's 25, more than a decade younger than me, but we're completely serious about each other. Looking ahead for both of us, I recently took a new job at a company that sells software. All right, time to crush it today. I might be the oldest guy in the department, but age has nothing to do with how hard you work. Gotta outshine everyone and prove myself. Hey there, high school dropout Makoto. You're really bringing the heat today, huh?
Well, that's pretty much your only redeeming quality anyway.
Good morning, Teruyuki and Mio. Here we go again. Those two are Teruyuki Sagawa and Mio Furuta, my coworkers. Both are 28. I heard they're both elite fancy college graduates. Must be rough, huh? Switching careers at 40?
And you were in tech before, right? Trying to do sales now? Feels like your career path's a total wreck.
Well, I thought it through in my own way. You really think a high school dropout like you can do any real thinking? Sounds like excuses when you've got no results.
So how many contracts did you land this month, Makoto?
Just one? One? What are you, a fresh out of college rookie or something?
We need you to take this job a little more seriously, you know?
I'm doing my best, believe me. Effort is not what we need. We need results. Which is why, useless, you're gonna whip up the materials for my next client meetup.
And write up my report while you're at it.
Wait, hang on a second. I still have my own work to finish. Do you even get whose time is more valuable here? The guy's pulling in deals, or the guy twiddling his thumbs at his desk? Fine, I'll do it. Looks like overtime's a sure thing tonight.
All right, we're counting on you.
Make sure you finish by the end of the day, all right? It's the least you can do, so don't screw it up. Guess that's just how it goes when you're the new guy. No point in whining about it. Hey, isn't that Makoto?
Oh no.
That voice. Morning, President. Haha, you're full of energy today. Oh, and thanks again for joining me for golf the other day. Not at all. It was a blast playing with you. Please invite me again anytime. Of course, I'll definitely hit you up again. Huh, why the hell is a guy like him all buddy-buddy with the president?
Yeah, acting all cocky just because they happen to share a hobby.
Time passed, and I was finally getting married to Hana. It's a bit early, but I'd love to invite you guys to the wedding.
Congrats, man.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Thank you so much. Bet the bride's nothing special.
What a pain.
Wait, I just had a great idea.
Oh, spill it.
Listen to this.
Oh yeah, this wedding's gonna be real fun.
The day of the wedding finally arrived.
Makoto, emergency. None of your coworkers have shown up yet.
What?
More than 20 seats will be empty.
What? But the ceremony's about to start.
Maybe there was some mix-up with the invitation?
No, everyone else made it just fine. Maybe they got into some kind of accident? I'm getting worried. Oh, Teruyuki's calling. Hello? Where are you guys? We're out drinking right now. Huh?
Makoto, is that someone from your work?
Yeah, but Teruyuki, come on, quit messing around. The ceremony's about to start. Who wants to watch some high school dropout marry a fugly chick anyway?
Yeah, we all canceled.
What the hell? Anyway, later.
What do we do? Our big day's gonna be full of empty seats.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
No, Makoto, it's not your fault at all. But the ceremony's already starting, and even Dad was so excited for today.
Damn it. Why would they pull something this nasty?
Hey, what's going on? You two look so down.
Dad!
President.
Hey now, drop the formalities. It's my daughter's big day, and your family too starting today. So, what happened?
Actually, all my coworkers who were invited canceled at the last minute.
What? Every last one of them?
Yeah, I have no idea why this happened either. I'm really sorry.
Sorry, Dad.
No need to apologize. I'll just fire them all.
Wait, fire them all?
Of course. They made my precious family sad. You two did nothing wrong. No need to say sorry. I'll make sure they all pay for this. Ha 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 ha! I wonder what kind of hell I should unleash. Makoto, hand me your phone. I'll call them myself.
Bet they're panicking big time right now.
Serves them right.
Oh, look, Makoto's calling. Let's mess with him a little. Hello? Enjoying the wedding? We're having a blast over here, all of us together.
Skipping the wedding was the best choice ever.
Oh, you got some nerve talking to me like that.
Huh? Who is this?
That voice sounds kind of familiar. President?
Why are you there?
What do you mean? Makoto is marrying my daughter. Of course I'm here at the wedding.
Daughter?
No freaking way.
So, where exactly are you guys instead of being at the wedding?
Well...
Must be a real emergency, huh? There's no way you'd cancel just to be petty, right?
Of course not, sir. There's a very serious reason.
Absolutely, sir.
Then explain it to me right here, right now, face to face. If you don't, you're all fired.
Fired?
What do we do now?
How was I supposed to know Makoto was marrying the boss's daughter? We gotta hurry and apologize.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. Just enjoy your meal, okay?
Yeah, we, just have some stuff to take care of.
Well, they're acting super suspicious. Hey, does this have something to do with Makoto's wedding?
Oh man, we're running out of time. You guys stay put. We're heading out.
Don't move a muscle, got it?
Huh?
This is bad. If we don't fix this, we're all getting canned.
We've got to pin the blame on someone else somehow.
Sorry for the delay.
We're terribly sorry. The ceremony's already over, you know.
Showing up now just makes you look even worse.
So, you better have a damn good reason, right?
Of course we do. First, please hear us out. We didn't know Makoto was connected to you, sir.
We thought they just shared a hobby, that's all.
And how exactly does that excuse anything?
Well, if we had known he was marrying your daughter, we never would have pulled this stunt.
Unbelievable. So basically, you're saying you treat people differently depending on who they are? No, that's not what we meant.
Not at all.
But the reason you're groveling now is because you found out President is my father, right?
You boycotted someone's wedding. That alone shows you're rotten to the core.
I can't believe scum like you work at my company.
So, you still haven't explained where everyone else is? Well, they're, waiting in another spot? Waiting?
This was a group decision. We all agreed Makoto was getting too full of himself lately, so we thought we'd teach him a lesson by skipping out.
You think I was getting full of myself? I'm not following your logic here.
Makoto's not that kind of person.
From everything I've seen, he's sincere and hardworking.
Makoto doesn't have an elite-like degree. And yeah, maybe he's not exactly a top-tier salesman.
But he gets special treatment from the president, and it's been bugging the rest of us who are working our butts off.
We get it that he's marrying the president's daughter, so the special treatment makes sense. But don't you think it's natural that the other employees started feeling bitter about it?
Honestly, sir, maybe you could have handled it better too. Even if that's true, it doesn't justify what you did. This was pure harassment. And frankly, your excuses don't add up at all. Kazuyoshi's useless? No way.
Yeah, I've never heard a single complaint about him. Actually, I've heard he's highly respected around the office.
Where exactly did you hear otherwise?
He only landed one contract, you know.
Yeah, his numbers are the worst out of everybody.
You guys are seriously mistaken. It's not like I got close to him because he was dating my daughter.
That's right. Dad and Makoto were already close way before we even met.
It's kind of nostalgic thinking about it.
Wait, before you two met?
What do you mean?
He's someone I spent years trying to recruit to be in my company.
What?
You recruit him personally? You guys keep mocking Makoto for only having a middle school diploma, but he's been killing it in programming ever since he graduated.
Come on, you're making it sound way bigger than it is. I'm just some computer nerd.
Don't sell yourself short. Your track record is amazing. Go ahead and Google his name. Some of his achievements are out there for anyone to see.
These are all major companies he's worked with.
Yeah, I recognize a bunch of these.
Told you. I spent years trying to recruit him, but he kept turning me down. Until one day, he and my daughter met and hit it off.
I used to tag along with Dad to business dinners all the time. That's where I met Makoto, and it was love at first sight. He's so honest and hardworking. I knew right away I wanted to marry him.
And I felt the same. I knew I wanted to be with her no matter what. That's why I finally decided to join Kazuyoshi's company.
Yeah, and now seeing you two finally get married brings tears to my eyes. And yet you punks ruined this beautiful day. You're gonna pay for that. You know what's coming, right?
Please, wait. We swear, we didn't know anything.
Still, why would you stick a programming specialist into sales?
Because we needed someone in sales who actually understood the technical side. Plus, we're planning to move him into management eventually. He needs broad experience first.
Also, not that you ever gave me a chance to explain, but the reason my contract numbers were low was because I was backing up the rest of the sales team. I figured if I could help deepen everyone's understanding of our products and meet customer needs better, it'd benefit the whole company. Ugh. We're sorry. Looks like we were the ones who had it all wrong.
Could you maybe forgive us and chalk this whole mess up to a misunderstanding on everyone's part?
Well, make sure the others who skipped the wedding understand too. I'm not buying that. I thought I had a good relationship with the others. It's not a lie.
Really? Because this sure feels like you're trying to throw someone else under the bus. No, seriously. This wasn't just us. It was a group decision.
Crap. If they find out the truth, we're toast.
We gotta find a way to cover this up.
You jerks! You totally lied to us.
What the hell?
So why are you guys here?
You two were acting so weird, we checked with the venue. They said the wedding was already over. What the heck's going on?
You told us to wait here. Because of you, we missed the wedding.
Oh, crap. With them here, we can't cover this up anymore. Everyone?
Makoto, we're so sorry for being late to the ceremony.
Wait, the president's here too? Of course. Makoto's marrying my daughter after all.
Seriously?
Oh no, what have we done? You skipped out on purpose. I'm not letting it slide.
No way, we fully intended to attend. We were getting ready from the start. These two tricked us. They told us the wedding venue had structural issues, so the ceremony was moved to a different day.
And they said Kazuyoshi and the others would be too busy to update us directly, so we shouldn't try to contact anyone. That's a whole different story from what I heard. You'd better start explaining.
Didn't you say everyone here boycotted the ceremony because they were jealous I was getting special treatment despite being useless?
What are you talking about? I never said anything like that, and I never thought Makoto was useless.
Me neither. I've seen him work his tail off every single day.
Actually, does anyone in sales even have a problem with Makoto?
Right? He's always helping us out. Just the other day, he adjusted our sales materials and it made a huge difference.
Yeah, thanks to him, our contract numbers have gone up. We owe him big time.
I'm glad I could help. I've been super nervous, since this is my first time doing sales.
You should be proud. You're someone we can always count on.
He really is an amazing person no matter where he goes.
He's my pride and joy. Recruiting you was the best decision I ever made. And given how grateful everyone here is, it's clear there was never any real grudge against you, right?
So, how are you gonna take responsibility for this?
Huh, whatever. It's not like we knew he was actually good at his job.
Yeah, and while you were helping everyone else, you never lifted a finger for us.
Maybe because you were dumping pointless busy work on me. Ever think of that?
Wow, you guys are seriously the worst.
You really are pathetic.
Honestly, playing this badly just proves you're the incompetent ones. Shut up. Don't look down on us, you damn high school dropout.
We're way more talented than you.
Here we go again with the education crap.
Wait a sec. Is that why you were harassing him? Because it pissed you off that a middle school grad like Makoto got more respect from the boss than you?
Ah,
Nailed it, huh? Pathetic. Seriously, you've got the fancy diplomas, but your thinking's as dumb as it gets. Let me guess. You were trying to harass Makoto until he quit.
You're trash.
Lower than garbage.
You sure have a lot to say, huh?
you think you can treat us like this?
And what exactly do you mean by that?
If you fire elite guys like us, your sales numbers are gonna tank.
Yeah, the whole sales department will take a huge hit. I see. So you're saying you're confident enough in your results to back up that big talk?
Of course.
Yeah! Got it. Then let's verify it right now.
Huh?
What do you mean, verify? I told you, right? I've got a lot of connections from attending business dinners with my dad. And guess what? Some of our top clients are here at this wedding. I'll just go ask them directly.
Wait, hold on.
What's wrong? I thought you were full of confidence.
Right!
Thanks for waiting. I brought someone from one of our important clients. This is Suzu.
Gah.
Hello there! Congratulations on your wedding. It was such a lovely ceremony.
Thank you so much.
Now, would you mind sharing your honest thoughts about your assigned sales rep?
Of course! Since you asked for a no-holds-barred opinion, I'll be totally honest. Honestly, his attitude, not the best. Ever since he got assigned to us, he's been pushing unnecessary, overpriced products, and it's painfully obvious he's just trying to hit his sales quotas.
That's a misunderstanding. I was only trying to help your company.
But even when we told you we didn't need it, you kept pushing, didn't you? To be blunt, the only reason we're still doing business is out of courtesy. Otherwise, we would have cut ties already.
No way. This is your so-called elite salesperson, huh?
All talk, no walk.
Oh, but not everything's bad. Lately, the materials he's been providing are clear, well-organized, and actually useful.
That's probably because Makoto's been making the materials for them.
Yeah, now that you mention it, ever since Makoto joined, we've been getting the same kind of compliments too.
Come to think of it, I remember him fixing up the materials after these guys dumped their work on him.
So basically, all the improvements are thanks to Makoto. Now it's crystal clear who's really been pulling the weight. That's the level of your so-called skills. You're not elite. You're just dead weight who needed others to carry you the whole way.
I'm useless.
I also asked a few other clients about you. Their feedback was basically the same.
No way!
You really need to stop judging others by your own messed up standards.
Were these guys ever even good at their jobs?
All they ever did was brag about their degrees, and it's not like they pulled in huge numbers.
All I remember is the mess they left behind. Every time I took over their accounts, I spent more time cleaning up complaints than doing actual sales.
Calling themselves elites is a joke.
Urgh.
Shut up!
With this many people speaking up, you can't talk your way out of this. You're nothing but a liability to this company.
Exactly.
People like you show up all the time. You flex your degrees because deep down, you've got no real confidence in yourselves. Huh? What would a damn dropout like you know? I know plenty, because I've been mocked over my education my whole life. You probably thought you were hot stuff when you graduated, but once you got out into the real world, you realized you were just average. And your fragile egos couldn't handle that, so you clung to your diplomas like a raft, desperately trying to look superior. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not some petty loser like that.
Same here!
Then why target me? From day one, you looked down on me. We told you already. We were pissed you were getting special treatment. That's a lie. There's no way you knew about my connection to the president at the start.
We were mocking you because you are in your 40s and have no sales experience.
No, what you wanted was someone you could push around. I must have been the perfect target. Middle school grad, career change in my 40s. an easy punching bag to boost your own fragile egos. But the fact you needed someone weaker to prop yourselves up just proves you knew you were inferior. No way, we're high-level elites.
There's no way we're beneath you.
Pathetic. Just admit it already. You couldn't stand seeing someone you looked down on getting closer to the president than you. That's why you pulled this childish stunt. Think about how many people you dragged down with you. And get this through your heads. I will never forgive you for making Hana cry.
How could you even show your faces after all that?
I honestly think that company is better off without them.
I'm embarrassed to even call you coworkers.
We don't need bullies like you, no matter how talented you think you are.
We're truly sorry. We were wrong.
We'll apologize as much as it takes. Please forgive us.
You think an apology will fix this? Do you have any idea how much I was looking forward to my daughter's wedding? We don't need idiots who judge people by their degrees. A person's worth should be measured by what they achieve. You selfish, immature fools are fired. Get out of my sight and never show your faces again. All right, forget about those losers. Let's head to the after party.
Please let us join this time.
Of course.
Everyone else is waiting too, so let's move it.
We just got fired.
Why did it have to end up like this?
And just like that, we left the two fired idiots behind. The after party was a blast, and everyone celebrated with us like crazy. Meanwhile, Teruyuki and Mio started hunting for new jobs.
You two messed up big at your last company, didn't you?
What?
How did you know?
Let's just say I heard from someone. Sorry, but we can't hire you.
No way.
Why?
Thanks to Hana's wide network, their terrible reputations had already spread, and getting hired anywhere in the industry became nearly impossible. Why are we stuck doing part-time jobs?
What are we supposed to do now? Hey, less whining, more working.
Yes, sir. They applied to tons of companies, but their stubborn pride and their obsession with their education kept them from settling for anything less than a big-name firm. In the end, they were stuck living miserable lives, filled with regret, working long-term part-time jobs.
Here you go, honey. A little gift to celebrate your promotion.
A new tie. I love it. Thank you.
You work so hard for our family every day. Let me spoil you a little. I'm counting on you, okay?
Leave it to me. Life with Hana has been wonderful. Now that I've earned my promotion too, I'm more determined than ever to protect our happiness together. So the team trip this year is a Hokkaido food tour, huh, Osanai? That's right, Chief Katsuragi. Instead of the same old plan of a hot spring stay, I changed it. Hey, I'm 50 years old. A full-on food tour? My stomach's already waving the red flag. No worries, I've booked a top-tier sushi bar. A fancy sushi place? Just because it's on the company's funds, you think you can blow money on dumb stuff like this? This is why I can't stand broke people like you. So, Katsuragi, are you saying you won't be attending? I never said that. Alright then, I'll send you the details by email. Yeah, okay, I'm busy right now. Get back to your desk. Come on, move it. I'm Makoto Osanai, 42 years old. I work at Takanashi Foods, a food company. in the product development department. I'm an assistant manager there, basically the guy who backs up the department head. Or, at least, I'm supposed to be. Katsuragi treats me like trash, always calling me broke and never actually listening to what I say. I'm kind of worried something's gonna go wrong on the company trip coming up. And just like that, the company trip day arrived. When I got to the meeting spot... Wait, I'm the only one here? No way. Did I mess up the place? The time? No. I double-checked the email. Everything matches. Why is nobody here? As I was freaking out, suddenly...
Hey, can you explain what's going on here?
President Takanashi.
The company trip starts today, so why is nobody here? Oh, Sanai, did you actually tell everyone?
Yes, I sent out all the trip details to every participant from our department via company email. Here's a copy of that email.
You're right. No one's missing from the list, and the date and time are spot on. Then, why isn't anyone here?
I'll call Katsuragi right now to find out. Hello? Oh, Sanai, what do you want? Today's the company trip, sir. Where are you right now? Where? I'm in Okinawa. What? Why the heck are you there? What do you mean, why? The trip's in Okinawa, right? Everyone else is here too. How did that happen? We're supposed to be in Hokkaido for a food tour, and we even have a fancy sushi place booked. Like anyone's gonna eat at a place booked by a broke guy like you. Huh. So, you canceled last minute? Pretty much. How dare he cancel like this? I don't really like going with poor people. Even if I'm a broke guy, what does that have to do with this trip? Everything. I heard you're still single and sending your family $1,000 every month. That's true, but... Which proves you're broke. Must suck being born into a poor family like that. My situation aside, could you not drag my family into this? It's just the truth. Even so, I don't think I've caused you any trouble. You have. Knowing some broke guy picked the sushi place would ruin the whole vibe, so I fixed the trip info and told everyone we're going to Okinawa instead. Oh, and I made sure not to tell you. That's what he said, President Takanashi. What?
Wow, he's got some guts. Canceling a company trip I personally planned.
President Takanashi, you're here? Hey, Osanai, you didn't tell me that. I surely put in the email the president's coming on the trip too. You didn't catch it? You're lying. If I saw that, I wouldn't have gone to Okinawa. Wait, it's actually written here. How the hell did I miss that? My bad. Your email was just super confusing, Osanai. I told you before, make your emails and documents easier to understand.
Osanai's email was perfectly clear and easy to read. Maybe your reading skills are the problem, Katsuragi.
That's not.
Then why are you in Okinawa?
Because there's so much good food here. I just had some soba and fried sweets you can only get here, and they were awesome. Katsuragi, you said your stomach can't handle much at your age, but it looks like you're eating just fine.
Is that so? If you just told me that, we could have stuck with the usual hot spring trip.
No, that's not what I meant. Hosanai, quit running your mouth.
Then why did you go to Okinawa and drag everyone else along with you?
Well, I just thought it'd be bad if everyone caught colds going somewhere cold.
You know we're adults, right? Managing your health is part of being a grown-up.
If that's your logic, Okinawa's heat is just as risky for heat stroke. No need to worry. Everyone's having a blast snorkeling and skydiving. It's not just about keeping cool. If you're being active, staying hydrated is even more important.
You're a department head, yet you clearly don't think about your team at all.
With all due respect, isn't that moron President Takanashi? This trip was supposed to be a food tour, but not everyone can eat that much.
Look, I never said you have to stuff yourself. The whole point of this trip was for everyone to visit different restaurants, try new things, and broaden their perspective as food industry professionals. The fancy sushi was just part of that.
But you can't just book stuff on company funds. That's basically embezzlement.
I made the reservation personally.
Yes, this whole trip was all organized by President Takanashi. Wait, what? I thought Osanai booked everything. It was President Takanashi. I never said I made the reservations. You tricked me. You're the one who jumped to conclusions. If I'd known that, there's no way I would have come to Okinawa.
Anyway, this company trip is officially canceled.
Canceled? But we're already here in Okinawa. What about the travel costs?
You think that's coming out of company funds? Pay it yourself. Oh, and you'll also be covering the cancellation fees for the sushi place and the hotel. Have fun!
Wait, President Takanashi! She hung up on me. That brat. Just because she's the new president, she thinks she can do whatever she wants. I'm older. I've got way more experience. And her dad, what was he thinking handing the company to his daughter? I just don't get it. Katsuragi, sir, emergency. I'm not in the mood right now.
Several people have heat stroke. I'm calling the ambulances now.
What?
Man, I should have just stayed home.
A Hokkaido food tour would have been way better. I heard there was even fancy sushi lined up.
Why the heck did we switch to Okinawa anyway?
Well, it's not like it matters. It's all on the company's tab, right?
Actually, I heard President Takanashi's footing the bill herself. That's pretty generous.
And she's super gorgeous, too. Man, joining this company was the best decision ever.
Even so, President Takanashi and Osanai still aren't here.
They're supposed to be part of the trip too, right, Katsuragi?
Huh? What about it?
There are still people who haven't shown up, right?
Sorry if you already checked, but when are they coming?
You're talking about the president and the assistant manager? They said some urgent work came up. Told us to go ahead and have fun without them. More importantly, this trip cost $2,000 per person. Times 30 people, that's, $60,000. Plus cancellation fees? How much is that gonna be? No way I can pay that out of pocket. Wait a minute. My own wallet's still untouched. That's because I arranged for the travel agency to pull the payment straight from the department's account. So there's nothing to worry about. We can just claim the sushi and hotel cancellation fees as company expenses too. This whole thing counts as a company benefit anyway. It's not embezzlement, so let's live it up, people.
Katsuragi's laughing all by himself.
Creepy. I'm staying away from him.
A little earlier, right after the call with Katsuragi ended.
Such a shame. This trip could have been so nice.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh well, guess we'll just have fun on our own.
Huh? But it's just you and me. Doesn't feel like much of a company trip anymore.
Then let's just call it a date.
A date?
You're freaking out too much. Come on, it'd be a waste to cancel just the two of us. We've got a fancy hotel and sushi reservation, remember?
You've got a point. Still, I'm sorry you got stuck with me.
What are you talking about? There's no one better I'd rather be with.
Never expected such compliments, President. Too good to be true.
I mean it. Why are you acting all stiff? You used to be my boss, you know. You can be a little more casual.
Yeah, but now you're the president. I can't exactly treat you the same way.
Even you're treating me as the president. Huh. Whatever.
President Takanashi?
Starting now, we're off the clock. So I'm just a regular woman. Call me Hana, okay?
What?
Come on! If we don't hurry, we'll miss our sushi reservation. Hurry up, Makoto.
What's going on? She's like a whole different person.
Hana.
That's a little...
Call me Hana, and no more formal talk. That's a direct order from the president.
That's not fair.
Just talk to me like you used to. Back when you treated me like a normal person, not the president's daughter.
Alright. I mean, got it, Hana.
Let's go, Makoto. Man, that was amazing! I had so much sushi and drinks.
It really was top-notch. Definitely good inspiration for us as food company employees, too.
$200 worth of sushi per person, and everyone skipped out? What a waste!
Canceling 30 people last minute? That's $600 down the drain. Seriously, what a waste.
Well, don't worry. I'll be billing them for it. Anyway, Makoto, let's head to the hotel, okay?
Yeah, sure. Wait, why are you clinging to my arm?
I think I'm a little tipsy. Mind holding me up?
I mean, sure. Please stop pressing your chest against me.
Oh, and by the way, I canceled all the other rooms except for one. We're sharing a room tonight.
Why would you do that?
Because I didn't want to be alone.
Stay strong, me. Well, I'll just crash on the couch.
What? You know what they say. A man who turns down an easy meal brings shame upon himself.
Yeah, you're drunk. Let's just get to the hotel and get you to bed.
Jeez.
I really care about Hana. That's why. Taking advantage while she's drunk just feels wrong. The next day, after what was basically a date disguised as a company trip. When I got to work like usual, Katsuragi and the others showed up looking sunburnt and dark. Hey, Osanai. Hope you had a good company trip too. Probably better not to tell him how much Hana and I enjoyed ourselves. Since it was just the two of us, we ended up canceling the trip. Sorry for the trouble. My bad. But hey, the team had a blast. You should have come to Okinawa too. Oh yeah? I heard a few people collapsed from heat stroke. How? How did you find out? They contacted me directly, said they needed a rest because they got heat stroke during the trip. Seriously? They couldn't just say they were resting? Bunch of useless idiots. Sounds like your little company trip wasn't exactly safe, Katsuragi. As a manager, that's on you. What exactly were you doing? Hey now, that's not fair. People are responsible for their own health, not me. I didn't do anything wrong. If that's your argument, then that trip wasn't a company event. It was just your personal vacation, right? Aw, come on. You're just jealous because you didn't get to go. You should have said something if you wanted to join us. Nah, I had plenty of fun on my own. Huh? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Ignore it. Anyway, what's done is done. We're all refreshed, so let's get back to work starting today.
Not so fast.
President Takanashi? Good work, everyone.
Katsuragi, I have a few questions about the company trip. Please come to the conference room. Osanai, as the trip organizer, you too. So, do you know why you were called here today?
Of course I do. It's because I changed the trip destination on my own, right?
Exactly. You ended up ditching both me and assistant manager Osanai.
But the point of a company trip is to refresh the employees and boost motivation. In the end, we accomplished that, didn't we?
Results matter, yes, but you can't just ignore the process. Katsuragi, you used company funds without permission to take everyone on that trip, right?
Without permission? Huh, come on. The trip was supposed to be on your funds anyway. I just fronted the money from our department funds. So you'll reimburse me later, right?
Technically, this was a training trip too, not just a vacation. It was meant to deepen everyone's knowledge of food, and you robbed that opportunity from everyone.
Oh, really? Sounds like it would have been a boring trip anyway. Good thing we skipped it. Katsuragi, show some respect to President Takanashi.
It's fine, Osanai. I'm okay.
Huh.
A boring trip, huh? Good to know you had zero interest in learning about food. Makes it easier for me to sue you for damages.
What are you talking about? You can't just sue without a real reason.
Oh, there's a reason. You're on the hook for the $60,000 Okinawa trip, the $6,000 sushi cancellation fees, $36,000 for the Hokkaido trip cancellation, and $300,000 in expected future profits from the training within company trip originally planned. That's a total of $402,000.
$402,000? Why the hell am I the one who has to pay that?
Since the employees didn't know anything, you're the one responsible for all the bills.
Wasn't the company trip supposed to be on President Takanashi's private funds? You changed the destination without permission, blew off the food study planned in the original trip, and put employees' lives at risk. Why is everyone else responsible for paying those bills?
Exactly. Since the trip failed to serve its purpose, I have no reason to cover the cost out of pocket.
Then, it's a welfare expense. That means it can still be filed under the company. Ha! Tough luck, President. You'll still have to pay. The only tough luck here is your terrible brain, Katsuragi. What? There are rules. 1. At least 50% of employees must participate. 2. The trip has to be within 4 nights and 5 days. 3. The trip can't be too luxurious. 4. The company's burden has to be minimal. And the max allowable cost per person is $1,000. There are more rules, but that's the basic idea.
If you break those rules, you trigger a tax audit. This trip violated all of them, which is why I was paying out of my own pocket.
So you're saying you're suing me because of your personal reasons? How selfish. President Takanashi isn't someone who demands money over something petty.
It's not just that. Since you misused department funds, we're reporting you to the police for embezzlement.
The police? That's overkill. I'll pay it back by working. Dock it from my paycheck.
Dock it from your paycheck? You think you're even staying at this company after what you pulled?
What? What are you saying?
Hideo Katsuragi, you're officially terminated. As of today, you're fired.
No way. I've been here since your father became president. I know this company's philosophy better than anyone.
If you really understood it, you'd never have pulled a stunt like bailing on a high-end sushi reservation.
You were too busy throwing around insults about who's poor or not. You never once cared about food.
Katsuragi, you wasted perfectly good sushi. We're a food company. We value food, and we have no room for anyone who wastes it, or for anyone who disrespects Assistant Manager Osanai either.
President Takanashi. You're firing me just because you don't like me? That's wrongful termination. You really think President Takanashi's the only one who doesn't like you? What? Take a look at these emails we got from the employees who took sick leave. Huh? I got heat stroke because the schedule was so reckless I couldn't even hydrate properly. What the hell is this? There's more. I only went along with Katsuragi's selfish plans. It wasn't fun at all. I wish I hadn't gone. The trip was way too intense and exhausting. I never want to travel with Katsuragi again. Stuff like that.
Seems like your subordinates don't think too highly of you. Honestly, with your attitude, I'm not surprised. If you were my boss, I'd hate it too.
That's not true. I wouldn't have become a department head without my team's trust. That proves I've got leadership skills.
Wrong. You only became department head because of seniority. But under my leadership, promotions are based on individual performance, which means Osanai's getting your job.
Me? Why would you pick some broke guy?
Being broke has nothing to do with doing a good job. Besides, I've never heard anything about Osanai being poor.
You don't know? This guy sends $1,000 to his family every month. How broke do you have to be to throw money away like that?
I've seen Osanai's background. His family runs their own company.
What? Saying remittance might have been misleading. I'm not great with money, so I send my funds to my family to hold onto for me, just to keep myself from overspending. Sorry if that caused any confusion. Who would know that? Anyway, no need to worry about the department.
Everyone trusts Osanai way more, so we're good. Now that the whole poor guy thing is cleared up, Katsuragi, the police are here for you.
Why the police?
Why do you think?
They're here to arrest you.
Police here. Which one's the suspect?
This one.
We'll take it from here.
Thanks for your cooperation. This is a joke. I didn't do anything wrong.
We don't have room for people who refuse to learn.
You're better off behind bars. Time to face your crimes. I didn't do anything. Why is this happening? After that, Katsuragi got arrested for embezzlement. Since he showed no remorse and the damage was huge, he got sentenced to prison with no probation. Why the hell am I getting 10 years? All I did was take a trip where I wanted to go. Still not accepting it, Katsuragi refused to work at the assigned factory, and as a result, he got thrown into solitary confinement, stuck living under a ton of restrictions. There's a surveillance camera on him 24/7, even when he's sleeping or using the bathroom. No TV, no newspapers, no outside news whatsoever. This is hell. Somebody, free me already. He acted freely, and now he lost all his freedom. Katsuragi still has to pay off the damages once he's done serving time. Freedom and selfishness are two very different things.
When you live only for yourself and ignore everyone else, it only leads to ruin.
Will Katsuragi ever be truly free again? Anyway, once all the craziness finally settled down,
So, how long are you planning to keep sending money home?
I never really thought about it.
Then maybe I should hold on to it for you?
Huh? Why would President Takanashi do that?
Because I'll be your wife and take charge of your wallet. It's normal for wives to handle the family finances, right? So, what do you think?
Come on, are you drunk again?
I'm not drunk. I'm stone cold sober.
If you're serious, I might actually take you up on that.
No, I'm dead serious.
Then, Hana, will you marry me?
Yes.
From now on, Hana's not just gonna look after my wallet. She'll be protecting our home too. We'll protect it together. We're cranking up the rent by 200%.
Guess the broke folks gotta bounce.
We're axing all the tenant contracts. Wait, all the tenants? Sorry, I'll take care of it ASAP.
I'm even getting complaints at my home landline about the Nidomi building. What on earth happened?
Thanks again for everything. Take care now. My name's Makoto Osanai, 33, self-made businessman.
A new deal, huh? You've been killing it ever since you started your own company in college.
I just picked a high-demand industry, that's all.
Still, that's impressive.
You're making me blush here. I've been single since my divorce 4 years ago, and now I've got a bit of a thing for my gorgeous secretary, Hana Takanashi. So, you didn't come here just to chat, right?
Right. A woman named Rebecca Kawatani is here to see you.
Rebecca? Rebecca is my ex-wife. The divorce was 4 years ago. We split the assets, and that was that. She's been totally off the radar since then. So what does she want now? Show her to the lounge.
Right away.
I thought it'd be just Rebecca, but why the hell is Kawatani here too?
Hey, Makoto. Long time no see.
Come on, don't look so annoyed. You're the one who cheated with Rebecca and blew up our marriage. We came here to talk about something important about Tenet. The worst part is this guy owns that building. I still have work to do, and honestly, I don't want to be stuck in a room with these two. I really hope they leave soon. So, what do you want?
I married Muon. Unlike you, he's rich and amazing.
I heard you were running a company, but still had your wife living like she was broke.
It was just a normal life, really.
Here, have some tea. I only got a $1,500 monthly allowance! I could barely afford the salon, the spa, and my hair appointments! It was a nightmare!
You poor thing.
Oh no, Hana might think I was emotionally abusive to Rebecca.
Getting that much and still complaining? Some people have no idea how lucky they are.
Whew, looks like she's not buying it. So, I'm in the middle of work here. Can you just get to the point?
Huh, didn't you hear what she just said?
Not really. All I heard was a bunch of whining about how cheap I supposedly was.
Rebecca said she went through hell when she was married to you. That's the point.
Excuse me?
Which means you owe her compensation beyond the divorce settlement.
Do the right thing, as my ex-husband.
She's the one who cheated and tore our marriage apart. I should be the one asking for compensation. They think they can come here to claim a false accusation? No, if I lose my cool now, it's exactly what they want. The divorce was finalized 4 years ago. That means the statute of limitations is passed. I'm not paying anything.
What? Statute of limitations?
Wow, he's not totally dumb after all. Knew you'd pull that card. That's why I'm increasing the rent by 200%.
Nice one, Muon. Guess the poor guy's gonna have to pack up and leave.
This can't be happening. The old owner gave me a good deal, but if they raise the rent by 200%, that's nearly twice the market rate. If you do that, we lose our profit margin completely. This is beyond unfair.
Then quit whining about the statute and pay Rebecca what she deserves.
Rent raise or pay compensation. You choose. Either way, take responsibility as the ex.
They're not here to negotiate. I've got to think this through.
So, what's it gonna be?
If your company ends, that's on you. Just pay the money already.
President, may I have a word?
Hana, what is it all of a sudden? She's way too close. My heart can't take this.
Then let's just cancel everything.
Wait, what? You mean... Oh. She's right. There's no reason to keep renting this place anymore. Thanks to my brilliant secretary, I can finally move forward toward my dream.
Yes, I figured the timing was perfect.
Yeah, couldn't have planned it better.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You'd better believe we're still raising that rent.
Muon, I've decided to cancel all the leases I hold in this building.
A wise decision.
Wait, all the leases?
What do you mean? Makoto's renting more than just this floor?
No way. That's impossible.
Wow. Seriously? You're the building owner and don't even know who's renting your own spaces? That's embarrassing.
There's no way Makoto's that capable.
Actually, it's true. President Osanai runs every business in this building himself. You can check the lease agreements for confirmation.
A small-time president leasing the entire building? Get real.
Yeah, right. Probably just your secretary messing things up.
Every lease here lists Makoto Osanai as the tenant.
Must be fake documents! Kawatani should have the same contract. Feel free to compare them.
Weren't you struggling just to keep a tiny company afloat?
When we were living together, I only had this one floor.
So what the hell happened in the past few years?
President Osanai has worked harder than anyone over the past 4 years and launched one successful business after another.
That can't be!
His turning point was the divorce with you, Rebecca. That's when his talent finally exploded to life, right, boss?
Well, I guess you could say that. Hearing Hana talk about me like that, with so much pride, it's kind of embarrassing.
Hey! Why didn't you double-check all this?
How was I supposed to know he rented the whole building?
I don't want to hear your excuses!
So, they're finally admitting I leased the whole place, huh?
Still, losing every tenant at once would be a disaster. The income drop would be brutal.
Then maybe try this instead.
Look, moving everything out would be a pain, right? So here's a generous offer from me. I'll cut you a break and only raise your rent by 100%.
You should be grateful for Muon's generosity.
Why does he sound like he's doing me a favor?
If he really wanted to negotiate, he'd say something like, "I'll lower the rent if you stay." This guy's terrible at this.
100% increase is just a bit over the market rate. It's not that bad, right?
Better to stay in a great location like this than a rush into moving. We're only saying this because we care about you, Makoto.
Wow, thanks for the heartfelt concern. They're going on about compensation, but they clearly just want more spending money.
This landlord is unbelievable!
You really don't have to go that far.
Oh, so you've given up on moving?
No, that's not it.
Smart move. We are generous, so you better thank us.
Stop making everything about yourselves.
Keep spending your money here for our sake, okay?
Ugh. This level of self-righteousness is insane. I can't let them keep dragging me into their pace. I've got to reset and be clear. No thank you. We're pulling out from every lease in this building.
What?
After all the compromises we made for you?
Well, I didn't do anything wrong, and even if moving is a pain, I'm not paying a single cent in compensation.
That's our boss!
Wait, don't be hasty.
Yeah, you should really think this through.
From their reaction, pulling out must be a serious blow to them.
You know how expensive it is to move out of an entire building, right?
You're better off just paying the rent here. Trust us.
Too late. My decision's final. We'll be fully moved out of the Nidomi building within a month. Thanks for everything up until now. Goodbye.
Wait, we're not done talking.
The president has made his decision. This meeting is over.
Unbelievable.
You repay our kindness with betrayal? You're the worst.
Here are the official lease termination documents. From now on, speak to me regarding this issue.
You're his secretary, right? And you're just gonna let him do something that hurts the company?
Tell him to reconsider!
I trust the president. I support his decision. Now, please leave once you're ready.
This is bad. Starting next month, we're getting zero income from this building.
How are we supposed to live now?
So the rumors were true. Muon and Rebecca were living off rent income, doing absolutely nothing.
Now that it's come to this, Makoto won't give us a single cent. We need to come up with something else.
What a cheapskate. Whatever, let's just go home.
After all the compromises Muon offered, and that's how he acts? Ugh, so infuriating.
He's probably one of those fools who thinks struggles builds character stronger.
Yeah, the old school type, always suffering for the sake of pride.
Whatever, it's annoying, but we'll just find better tenants than those losers.
We've got credit cards. We'll survive a month.
Totally. After Muon and Rebecca left, we started thinking about the future.
President, I've already pulled together some potential locations and contractors.
As always, you're fast and impressive. But don't you think you're rushing a bit?
Now that you're finally chasing your dream, there's no time to waste.
I like the enthusiasm. Still, I'm surprised you remember what I said during your interview.
That's a little rude, don't you think? I haven't forgotten a single word since that day.
You never acted like you remembered, so I just assumed.
That day marked the moment your dream and mine came together.
If she keeps looking at me like that, I might get the wrong idea. It was 4 years ago, after my divorce. I buried myself in work, trying to escape it all. My business had grown too big for one person to manage, and I finally realized I needed a secretary. Thanks for coming in today. Because of everything with Rebecca, I was hoping to hire a male assistant.
Nice to meet you. I'm Hana Takanashi, applying for the secretary position.
A woman, huh?
I don't have formal experience, but I've handled scheduling and travel arrangements for my college club and seminar group.
I see. And that led you to pursue a career as a secretary?
Yes, I found it fulfilling and thought I'd love to turn it into a profession.
Hana's clearly capable, but I can't shake the fear of being betrayed again.
You're wondering if you can trust me, aren't you?
Huh? Was it that obvious on my face?
Trusting people isn't easy, but I believe we can get to know each other and find common ground. My dream is to help a small-time president grow into the head of a major company. What's your dream, sir?
My dream? I wasn't ready for a question like that. My mind's gone completely blank. She's looking at me like she really believes in me. I can't just say something random, but man, the way she's staring at me, it's hard to think straight. My dream is to build an office building filled with companies I created. Damn it, I've never told anyone that. Why'd I blurt it out now? She's probably gonna laugh.
That's a wonderful dream, President. Please let me help you make it happen. I'd be honored to support you.
The way she smiled at me, even though we just met, I couldn't help but want to live up to it. There's something magnetic about her. Back then, it was her eyes that gave me courage too. As I was lost in thought, Hana popped right into my line of sight.
President, are you even listening?
Yeah, totally.
You've paid your old landlord enough. Now it's time to focus on your own dream.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Hana. 4 years already. Hana stuck by me in this company the whole time. Loyal, patient, and never once complaining. For her sake, it's finally time I make my dream a reality. All right, we're prepped, and the timing feels right. Let's make a move.
President! I've been waiting so long to hear you say that!
Sorry for making you wait.
No need to apologize. I've always believed you'd make it happen.
When that building is finally finished, maybe that'll be the perfect moment to end this one-sided love. Once everything's done, I need to have an important talk with Hana.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, nothing. Let's get started on narrowing down locations.
You got it!
A few months later, every unit in the Nidomi building was rented out. I knew it. I totally called this. Nidomi's the hottest spot for young people now.
Muon, you are genius! You were the first to notice all the college students in the area!
We'll make back the cost of the teen-themed renovation we spent on this building in no time.
Totally! The building's way more fun now than when that loser's company was here.
Right? It's in such a prime location that even an increasing rate of rent works out. Kicking that guy out and bringing in new tenants, best decision ever. Honestly, we should have booted him sooner.
You're amazing!
Told ya. I bet those guys who left are still crying somewhere, unable to find a new place to move into.
For real? They must be kicking themselves for not listening to us.
So now they're probably stuck running their business in some run-down building in a terrible part of town.
Well, they ignored our advice. Serves them right.
About 6 months after the new tenants moved in, Muon's phone wouldn't stop ringing with complaints from building users, renters, and even local residents. I'm so sorry. I'll take care of it right away.
Muon! I'm even getting complaints at home landline about the Nidomi building! What's going on?
The complaints are like trash piling up. Lights going out, janitorial stuff.
We've been getting reports too! People loitering on the rooftop, weird noises coming from the elevator. I thought you said you were maintaining things just like when Makoto was in charge.
Yeah, when he was leasing the place, we barely got any complaints. What the hell happened?
We should go check out the building. Why is it so dead in here? This place used to be packed.
And it's filthy. I've owned this building for over 4 years and there were no problems. But suddenly, in just 6 months?
Could it be a curse from Makoto for getting kicked out? Or maybe he's trying to mess with us on purpose?
A curse? Are you seriously spouting that superstitious nonsense?
Exactly! Us? Harass you? Why would we waste time on a place we've already left behind? Start spreading rumors like that and we'll sue for defamation.
Let's be real. The only reason Nidomi Building's a mess is because you, Kawatani, completely dropped the ball on managing it.
What?
I've been doing everything the same as before. Actually, it was written in the documents we handed over when we terminated the lease while I was renting here. The building's cleaning and elevator maintenance were handled free of charge by companies I own in exchange for discounted rent. Wait, free of charge? About 10 years ago, when I was still a student trying to launch my first business, I had no track record or credibility, and I couldn't find any place to rent. That's when the previous owner of Nidomi Building gave me a shot. Thank you so much. Just because I reminded him of his younger self, he let me rent this place with discount. I've got to repay that kindness someday. Now things are stable since I started working here in this property, and the business is profitable. It's time to finally repay him. Thanks to you, we got off the ground. I'd like to start paying more rent going forward. What? Can't take money from a young man with hopes and dreams? That's not helping me to repay him for his kindness. There has to be another way to show him my gratitude. Wait, is this a renewal notice for the building's cleaning and elevator service contracts? This is it. Sir, please let my companies handle the cleaning and elevator maintenance for free. He says yes, that'll be my way of giving back. So, all this mess started because... Kawatani, this is entirely your fault. When I pulled out of the building, both the cleaning and elevator companies canceled their contracts too. That means you were responsible for finding replacements and keeping the building maintenance, but you didn't. No way. No, this is ridiculous. You should have told us something that important when you left.
You had a duty to inform us!
The previous owner clearly noted all of this in the contract, and it was written again in the termination documents.
I checked too, so don't try to pin your negligence on us just because you didn't bother reading the paperwork before stamping it.
Ah, damn it.
Come on, Muon! How could you miss something this important?
Back then, I figured he'd come crawling back, saying he wanted the space again.
Unbelievable!
I said I'm sorry. Don't be so mad. Besides, if they're here, it must mean they still have some attachment to this place.
Totally! They said they didn't care, but if that was true, they wouldn't have shown up. Hey, Makoto, you're acting all tough, but I bet you couldn't find a decent spot, right? Poor thing. Fine, we'll let you come back to the building. Just make sure you handle all the building maintenance again like before.
Step away from the president!
What is your problem? Stay out of this!
You've got it all wrong! Our company's doing just fine! And no, we're not struggling to find a new space! Right now, we're in a temporary location, but we've already secured a brand new, top-tier office, so no need to worry about us.
You're bluffing! That's the most obvious lie I've ever heard!
No, it's true. We finally built our own company building, so we don't need to look for tenants anymore.
Wait! Your own building?
You? That's right. It was completed today, and since we're neighbors now, we came by to say hello. We built the building next door. Nice to meet you.
Every company inside was started by President Makoto himself.
You seriously built that huge building? I can't believe it.
But Makoto's poor and stingy! You're joking, right?
I'm not joking. Hana and I picked everything out from the land to the design. This building is our dream come true. By the way, your elevator is overdue for a legal inspection. You might want to find a contractor ASAP, or you'll get fined. Then why don't you handle the inspection? All the good companies are booked a year in advance, including mine. You've gotta be kidding me! Anyway, we've got work to do. Later.
They have no idea how much worse things are going to get.
Totally. Luan and Rebecca only care about profits.
They never gave a damn about their tenants. Now, they're gonna learn what happens when you treat renters like trash.
Oh, right! President, did you decide on a name for the building?
I was thinking, how about BFMN Building? Taking the initial for Blue Forget-Me-Not.
Blue Forget-Me-Nots? Wait, isn't that...
Flower symbolizes true love. I wonder if she gets the hint.
That's way too long and hard to remember. Try again.
Knew it. Guess I overthought it. In the end, Juan and Rebecca failed to find a maintenance company. They had to pay the fine. But it didn't stop there. Until the inspection was complete, elevator use was suspended. Every tenant complained that it hurt their business, and Muan and Rebecca were hit with massive penalty and compensation fees. They had no choice but to sell Nidomi Building. And after that, we lost Nidomi Building. But let's start over together from scratch.
Yeah, no. Let's get divorced. I'm not wasting my life on some broke guy.
What?
Bye now!
They divorced immediately. Muan now lives alone in a run-down apartment. As for Rebecca, she tried to live off the money she got in the divorce and was hunting for her next target.
Why is my money disappearing so fast? I'm just living like I always do.
She couldn't give up her lavish lifestyle, blew through her savings, and ended up drowning in debt she couldn't pay back. Now, she's completely broke and homeless. And me? I really like you. Will you go out with me?
Yes, I'd love to.
Yes, finally.
Took you long enough to confess directly. I like simple and honest the best.
Wait, so you did catch on about the building name?
Who knows?
And just like that, we started dating seriously, with marriage in mind. Every day has been nothing but happiness since.